We're back on the Mana Symbol channel. I'm going to play a little bit of this Asmo turns Grixis deck without Monkey. I saw Doomwake was playing a version with Ragavan. I didn't feel like there was enough removal, and I thought it was kind of distracting from the combo elements. So we'll talk about what I added to this deck to try to shore that up and assist it with some mid-game power, and we'll see how this all runs. So the key card in this deck is Time Sieve. So Time Sieve is blue-black artifact, tap, sacrifice 5 artifacts, take an extra turn after this one. So if you have a way to generate 5 artifacts per turn, you can go infinite with that. So what is the best way to do that? In this deck builder's opinion, it might just be Academy Manufactor, which makes all of your creation effects for clues, foods, or treasures into one of each. These stack exponentially, as we've seen before on the channel. And Underworld Cookbook with Ovalchase Daredevil. So Underworld Cookbook with Ovalchase Daredevil gives you 1 food per turn per cookbook. You only need 1 Daredevil, and then as many cookbooks as you have will be firing and giving you a food per turn. If you have a Manufactor, you get 3 artifacts, 1 food, 1 clue, and 1 treasure. If you have 2 Manufactors, you get 9 artifacts. Or if you have 2 cookbooks, which is more likely with the Ovalchase, you get 6. And that's enough to go infinite with Time Sieve. Then there's just a lot of like other bits and pieces that could come together to put you in a situation where you're going infinite. You have a bunch of chaff artifacts plus Emry. So Emry can rebuy those every turn and put you in a place where you can put up to 5 artifacts into play each turn. Even if you're putting less than 5, if you start taking turns, you might draw into a situation where you're hitting 5. Goblin Engineer exists in this list with Emry to sort of help tutor artifacts into your graveyard, which could make it easier for you to get your combo off. Unearth is actually super powerful in this deck because Emry mills over your top of your deck. Goblin Engineer puts artifacts in the graveyard, which can include Academy Manufactor. And then Unearth brings back all these creatures for, in most cases, less than their mana cost. Especially Academy Manufactor is not really a card you want to spend 3 on. You will if you have to, but yeah, prefer not to do that where we can. Then we've got Newcomer Blood Fountain. So this is single black for an artifact that gives you a blood token. The only thing I want in this is a main deck Needle and Aether Spellbomb. So, I mean, they're both... Sorry, Nihil and Pyrite are in the sideboard. Pithing Needle as well. I think it's okay to go without them in game 1 carrying Lich, but we'll try to pay attention to where they might be useful. Because I could see going down to 3 Unearth for one of those and go down a land for another one. In fact, I have both those cards. So maybe let's just go ahead and do that. Aether Spellbomb. Oh, that's not going to work. I need the space. Let's get that. And I feel like this is a double needle kind of deck. No, I've got him. So let's just go down 1 fetch. Yeah. Worth noting that if Emry's in play, Blood Fountain counts as the 5th artifact for infinite turns. Yeah, there's just a ton of ways to do it, Dedeber. So... There's a ton of ways to do it. Yeah, 1 Unearth. Okay. Let's go do the thing. Canister today was attempting a straight blue-black version. Oh, yeah, no worries. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah. And I did start tweaking Canister's blue-black version into like an Esper version that has Oswald. In all the versions, I want to play the card Lightning Greaves. Canister was playing 4 Deadly Dispute, which I'm really not a believer in. Well, Urza is going to be hard to cast on 20 lands, actually, Cute Bunny, unless you start making a bunch of concessions towards that. But I was just playing a deck that was kind of like that, which we went through 2 with. Stream Decker appears to be down, so I can't... Oh, it's back. Okay. So, hold on. So, that's what I was just playing. And then loading this up. Begin! Hi, friend. Poggers. What? I love Asmo. I've loved Asmo for a long time. I just don't like how much Asmo sucks. That's the concern. All right, so his hand is kind of like about as good as it gets. We're against a Lurus deck, so I might grab Swamp on one. No, we go black, red on one. Black, red on one. Cookbook. Saga onto Cookbook Emry. Yeah, okay. Hopefully this is hammer time and not Lurus Black of some variety. No mulligans from them. Earl? That's right, he's Goblin Welder's slower cousin. That was the joke, right? Hey Earl, why don't you hop into the library and go get us a Cindering Titan? All right then. Oh, it's burn. All right, well, Cookbooks ahoy, I guess. Do we have a Shadowspear in the sideboard? We don't. All right, that's a problem. Manufactor on top. Okay. So I'm hoping Emry hits me Ovalchase here. No, you can rent half Unbreakable Wit if you have a rental service. They don't have any problem with you doing that. All right, no Ovalchase. Yikes. Thanks, friends. Oof. I like it. So I don't want to shock this turn, so just go discard Engineer, play Asmo. Get a Cookbook. Tap land. Okay. Am I out of one-drop artifacts? No, I added... Did I add things? We did add stuff. We added... There we go. Spell on the Pithing Needle. Yeah, I was planning on just casting the Manufacturer this turn. But... Well, I'll see what I draw here. What game is this? Mox Amber. Yeah, I was thinking of Mox Amber. If I feel like the only thing to do here is play Manufactor. I don't think we have time to make this construct. I just need to not die first. Yeah. I think this is the best way to do that. So get the Amber. Yeah. Well, so now that Manufactor's coming into play, discarding a cookbook gives me a treasure, which means I have 2 mana to crack a clue. So, not crack a clue, crack a food, which keeps me alive here. Or at least should help. If they tap any significant amount of mana, I'm going to go for it now. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. So we're dead to Boros Charm Bolt. Or Triple Bolt. There's actually a lot of draws, though, that they have that are not good enough here. Probably sacking Sunbaked. Nope. Probably dead. One. Oh. Oh, for the what? Brutal. Absolutely awful. Okay. So my sideboard's not very good here at all. I guess we just want Fatal Push and a Braid. God, that was really tilting. That's no good. I guess Needle is okay. You don't like the Abrades. You don't like them sideboarded here, or you just don't like them? It's like, I feel like I need to have as many answers for their creatures as possible. I had Asmora, and it's just, yeah, I mean, there should definitely be a Shadowspear in this deck, period. They had Skullcrack in their hand there, but it's like still possible that it would have been good enough. So Needle for potential Roiling Vortex is kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, because we can combo through a Roiling Vortex, no problem. Might need feed for what? Alpine Moon? What are you worried about? It's white, they might have silence. Yeah. I really don't want to board and feed the Swarm against Burn, though. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that they're not playing Stony Silence, but yeah. Yeah, why would they have Stony? It just doesn't kill me. Like, there's gonna be a lot of games where they like draw it and it's just like pointless. CMC of their creatures is still 1/2. Yeah, but literally any amount of if I had one, well, if I had one more point of life, it would have been like semi-relevant in that game. Not actually relevant, but semi-relevant. Is this a turn 1 Saga hand? Yes. It is, but is this hand worth keeping? No. There we go. It's actually also really bad. But it's better. Is it better? Not really. Taking 1 to kill a Swift Spear isn't terrible. At sorcery speed for 2 mana, it's pretty bad. Alright, we'll keep this one. Bottom of the needle. Oh, I can't do that. Alright. Come on, Goblin Guide. Papa needs a new pair of shoes. Okay, Taylor. We're definitely playing Mox Amber this turn in case they have Roiling Vortex or Eidolon. So this is the make fat constructs game where we don't actually have Shadowspear. But they don't know that. First hand would have been way better than this, but Riftbolt in exile. All right. That's a huge draw. So we go Cookbook into I don't want a Blood Crypt. I'm gonna go basic swamp. So let's just discard the engineer that I'm not gonna be able to play for a couple turns. Five, yeah. Going upstairs, yeah. Well, they hit their land at the sort of scariest possible moment. Yeah, them not shooting the Asmo there was definitely a choice. Oh yeah, they definitely have 6 cards in hand. Shatter, yeah, smash. So go to 8. Go to 5. Yeah, I mean, this is life. If I block, stay at 8, make a 5/5. Asmo gives me an extra mana, and the extra mana means if I draw a land, I can crack a food. We end up gaining the same amount of life anyway. We have lethal? Oh, we have lethal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think so. Mass for blockers. Yeah, we definitely have lethal. 5, 6, 7. Either one. Kill ya. Why does Fail Push even have 2 modes when you go to cast it? Basically, they have a mode on it that's supposed to help to idiot-proof it. So if you don't have Revolt, it'll say target a creature with a converted mana cost 2 or less. And if you do have Revolt, it'll say target a creature with 4 or less. Well, actually, Cute Bunny, I would love to. I would adore the opportunity to see your, quote, bad take. It's an if clause? Yeah, you can target anything with it anytime you want. It's just that there's a mode where you can attempt to, I love this, mitigate the badness. I love this. Maybe we'll play this one next, Bunny. 2 manufactors. I like that because of Oswald. Emry's sword. Obviously, I want to find room for a Lightning Greaves. Do you actually think that... oh, yeah, this is an Asmo deck, so you want to play a Blood... yeah. Oh, I Fatal Pushed my own, like, 5 drops to win games. Like, for sure I have. Yeah, I just want more removal here. Well, it's just a flash in the pan popular kind of dealy. Like, it plays into Doomwake's strength, it plays into Canner's strength, it plays into my strength. You're not gonna see Spike play it, it's not good enough, plus he didn't make it. And it doesn't play with any of the medium and or bad cards that he likes, so. Alright, this hand is almost perfection. Let's go! Let's go! Now they play the really scary one, Land Spike? No, okay. That's always the more scary turn one. Yeah, me too, Cuba. I mean, I'm literally always looking for my next Urza deck. I just play this here. Lantern? I mean, Lantern with Urza was a thing for a little while. People were like, "Oh, putting Urza in Lantern will fix it." And it's like, nothing fixes Lantern. Lantern is what Lantern is. Oh God. No, this is the opposite of the hand I was expecting to see. Well, got a lot of free draws. All right, so this thing, back to 7. All right. Yeah, that's why I actually preferred blue-black Thopter Sword, Cute Bunny. But now that Prismatic Ending's a thing, you can't really play that deck. Maybe you could play it with Spellskite. I always want Spellskite to fix all my problems. It's on top. A Braid? Okay, well, that solves one of my problems, kind of. That's a lot of damage. What the hell is it? A Rift Bolt. Okay, so we're almost dead. I mean, Spellskite's not great versus anything, but it's certainly okay. So the blocker here is just better than anything else. They don't have 4 colors. They just can't prismatic anything. Spellskite costs 2. What do you... Huh? Not sure I follow. Yeah. Okay, so we're almost definitely dead this turn. But if we're not... So I go to 6, and I'm already taking 4. So if they have any spell that does any damage, I'm dead. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, Carrion Lynch. Like, people kind of... They see it. I don't know. I think I did it one time to someone. I definitely stole one of their Indomitable Creativity targets, which was pretty funny in one game. That was a good one. Yeah, we just came out a little too slowly this game, so I have no... That Goblin Guides drew us like 8 cards this game. It's just not going to matter. God, I hate that card. Now they're going to go smash the Smithereens, overkill you by 6. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect draw from Burn is perfect. Land Goblin Guide, land Swiftspear, or is it land Swiftspear, land Swiftspear Goblin Guide, land Goblin Guide, Bolt, Rift Bolt. You know, you're not going to beat those ones. We took one game, and I think if this deck had a Shadowspear, it would be not a problem. At least in the sideboard, right? Disciple of the Vault for the value, but it no generate value. You get no value with Disciple of the Vault. There's no value with Vault. Turn 2 Asmo. Seems pretty good. In the dark. You guys like jazz music around here? I like to jazz from time to time. Whew. Dark Blast. Oh, we're against Dredge. I was wondering what's going on with their Pog plan. Okay, I see. Okay, so they get a Dredge 4. I was trying to figure out what a non-companion Black Cliffs deck was. And now we know. So slow combo hand is not looking good here. Yeah, this could get really gross. They have a Stinkweed. Thug, Dark Blast. Okay. 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 Not bad. There's no... Oh, there's one prize amalgam. Alright. We're okay. Yet another game where I feel like I really wish I had Shadowspear. But, you know. So we just start making constructs, huh? Like, Greaves' cookbook, I guess, is kind of okay. But not really. Next turn, this gets me a Mox. Maybe I should just play the island there. Well. Here it goes, here it goes, here it goes again. Oh, they have Ox in their graveyard. I'm doomed. And there's the Creeping Chill. Yeah, we're doomed here, I think. It's like, all the turns they didn't go off hard enough so far, and by all the turns, I mean turn 2, is about to get just... It's going to look like a total joke in a second here. Oh, they have another Thrilling. They're playing that instead of the Ox. No? Prismatic Ending? What is happening? They tapped red, white. Okay, Cathartic. Sure. Rude. I think I'll trade the Asmo here, actually, because I have a second one. Oh, this means I don't have the mana from the... That's rude. I knew that was there, and I just spaced that they could actually do anything. I drink brake fluid, but I can stop anytime. I don't know about that. Like, it just sounds too much like a sentence to me again, is my criticism of your joke there. Not, I mean, I don't really want to, like, criticize it, but I'm not making the... No, I'm not making the construct here. Go float. Double entendre is what makes them great. Yeah. So we go float. Do they have lethal? Not quite. Float Amber. Oh, I bet they have the con flag. They don't. Okay. So float Amber cookbook. Discard. Reeves. Steam Vent. Steam Vent. Play Asmo. Cookbook. Delta. Island. Engineer. Time Sieve to Yard. Right?
Compadres, it is imperative that we crush the freedom fighters before the start of the rainy season. And remember, a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
Okay. I think if they... Oh, whoops. So I have to block everything. So my engineer dies. Do I? Hold on. Block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we're dead. We're just dead. Alright. Sideboard cards. That's all I need. Don't need that. I like the Spellbomb fine. We just gotta find a go fast hand. No, Asmor is probably okay. Yeah, the lack of Shadowspear has really been kicking our ass. Like, if I had it there, it would have been maybe enough to get us over the hump. Turn 1 Fountain, turn 2 Emry Asmo? No. Turn 1 Fountain. Turn 2 Engineer or Asmo. Just like not that good, but good enough. Or Emry. Alright, this hand is fine. We can cycle the Bauble right away. And see what we dig to. Put him also 6. I guess Engineer could put Grave Hate in our graveyard on 2, and then we get it back on 3. By cracking a food. Not the food, by sacking the blood. So I think that's the impetus for this keep, is just like we just set up a loop of Grave Hate. And then if I draw, I don't know, plenty of stuff I can draw this turn that way more cringe, please. I don't know what to tell you, Alex. I can tell you they drew like the worst possible turn 1 land. They just drew Gemstone Mine, or Gemstone Caverns, which is not where you want that card to come up. If they have... Oh, sick. If they have Dark Blast on 2, they could kill my Goblin Engineer. But maybe they need another Black Source. We're going to do this. We're going to get... Time Sieve now? Did I drew the Spellbomb? Or do I just get the... I got the Time Sieve. Just get it set up. What song did Cactuses sing? MC Hammers Can't Touch This. Heh. Gaze. One mana, mill 3. Yikes. Pump up that cringe. Pump it up. Pump up the cringe. Is that better? Is that good? Is that sufficient, Alex? All right. I'll take 2 to get the Emry into play this turn. I think we can go off next turn. Getting close. Boosh! Boosh! EOT Dark Blast. Resolves. Yeah. I think I just nuke their yard here, and if they gaze in response, that's fine for me. No, I can let them dredge the Dark Blast, right? Yeah, I can. It's better to let them take the dredge too, and or play their next spell, which we can nuke the yard in response to. So it's like risque, but 3 mana. Hardcast Stinkweed? Deal. That's a great sign. Oh. So we just go Spellbomb and Manufactor. Yeah. Oh, I could have... Okay, I could have done this whole... I can play... This deck is complicated. I could have done a lot better things, because if I get a cookbook out, then I can discard manufacturers and then get them into play for 1 mana off the engineer. Yeah. See, I didn't think about it until just now, Kaya, but yeah, obviously that's... Okay, they're not creating a threatening presence here. They're on 2 cards in hand with, and I have their graveyard locked, so it's like, but yeah, I definitely goofed that. So let's try to make this turn look correct, but I think we can go off here. Let's go blue black. We can get a Time Sieve in play for 1 mana, but I want to get another engineer or manufacturer in play for 1 mana. So basically, this turn I'm going to show off what I should have done last turn. Show off. I'm not trying to show off. I'm just trying to play the deck well. Sariski? Thank you for the follow. Should have taken a left at Albuquerque. Damn, I knew it. So now we just play the cookbook out of hand instead, right? So we play cookbook out of hand, discard the Time Sieve, get the manufacturer thing. I want to get the second manufacturer to play first. So we do this, get this guy. With the blood token. Discard the Civ. Emry plays the Civ. And that's game. Cool. We did the thing. Okay. Yay! I think we could have done it the turn before, or we could have gotten real close. Okay, imagine this. June. But Worm on a String. I have no idea what Worm on a String is. You're just making me think of the David Lynch version of Dune. Where it looked like Tim Burton's Dune, basically. This hand is good, but is it good enough against Dredge? Like, we only have 2 pieces of Grave Hate in the whole 60. This hand is good, but is it beat Dredge good? Worm on a String. It's game 3. Worms on a String, also known as Squirmlils. Squirmlils? Weird. Okay. I mean, once you get on there, you get going, Jig. You'll be fine. The real question is, can I keep this hand against Dredge on game 3? We have a pile of tutors and dig for the grave hate. Well, not if they kill my Emry. If they kill my Emry, then I have nothing. Right? Like, I have a Bauble to try to... okay. The Bauble convinced me. It shouldn't, but it did. Also the fact that I can fetch a swamp and have all my colors set up. Opponent did keep their 7, which is concerning to me. Oh, we did last game, JK Torpark. 1 Spellbomb, 1 Soul Guide. It's a good draw. I have a version built shadowless that I will at some point try. Ovalchase? Cookbook in hand? Yeah, we'll take that one. Made a Mardu list. You want to share it, Kaya? Wait, but you're not playing Time Sieve? Or is it Mardu Blue? Yes, I agree with you, JK Torborg. Other people built this list in a way where it didn't have the Shadowspear, and I assumed they knew what they were doing. I don't agree anymore after playing like 1 match. Obviously, I played against Burn and Dredge, which are both decks in which having a Shadowspear is really good, but like it should at least be in the sideboard. It's like 4. Yeah, okay, I got you, Kaya. Just cheated in. Yeah, I think so, Jiggy. And like I can imagine having the argument that this deck could play it sideboard because it is a combo deck, and it's like the none of your creatures are good at adding to a mid-range plan. Like none of them. So it's really like Urza's Saga against the world in this deck, which I actually think is good enough. Like it's a good enough reason. Just Urza's Saga is enough. Flat out. Okay, we're getting there. So let's get the swamp. Play Emry off the Spire. Damn. Oh, I got an Engineer. What does Engineer do for me? Engineer gets a Construct into the graveyard? That's better than playing Asmo this turn. Oh, I'm furious. You? Thanks for the prime sub there, friend. Yeah. So this gets me a Manufactor. And then next turn we go Manufactor into play. Plus Asmo plus Cookbook. Or plus Time Sieve would just go off. I think we're almost there. Wild. And Emry can play out... We play Blood Fountain too. I think we can go off this turn. Wild. They're passing? Sick. Is it Darkodius? I feel like that's an okay omission. All right, so Manufactor. No, everything must be broken. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, because we missed the land, I don't actually think we can go off this turn, but we'll be more than close enough. And I have a Soul Guide Lantern to sort of bridge the turns here. Conflag, sick. Yeah, we just have to save this for when they hit Creeping Chills, and we're good. All right, let's go to the song list. Sorry, I see that. Oops, a lot of people were getting requests on it. There we go. Just an Archimeeba? They have a prized amalgam? That's fine. It was you, JK Torborg. You from yesterday, I assume. This is where you Soul Guide. Bye, friends! Thank God they worded Creepy Chill in a way where you can do that. Out of 5. Would you wrestle a mongoose for $100 American dollars? Yes? So that's this. This. Yeah. Alright, beat Dredge. Yeah, this deck is something. Yes, I agree, Jen and I'm just saying, like, thank God they did that, right? It's not like a replacement effect. You didn't need to give them a turn. I'm sure that was true, Kaya. Did I have like just like 5 artifacts in play on the previous turn? It depends on what they hit with it, Jiggy, and what else they're doing. Like, are you saying Ragavan plus nothing? Because that's not a problem. Ragavan plus 1 Unholy Heat. There, now that's a problem. Like, if all they're trying to do is race, it's very fast. This deck is very fast. 7 if you can clone Bauble and Sith. Okay. Yeah, I just wasn't even looking. Ragavan, yeah. Ragavan plus literally any piece of disruption, you're probably doomed. I watched Canister get beat up by Kolaghan's Command. Go figure. These decks are definitely allergic to Kolaghan's Command. Well, what I'm saying, Jiggy, is like, if it still might not be, because if they hit cards off your deck, depending on what cards are in your deck, you could lose to your own cards. Can I keep this? It's like really close. Cannot keep this 7? I don't know, Jiggy. Fine. Thought you were supposed to be the degen here. Yasharan does not see play in Modern. Sure, I got you, Kaya. I don't actually understand what you said at all. I'd have to actually look at the board, but I believed that it was possible before you explained it. Like, I just didn't look. Is that the person I just played against? It is. Okay, so we're against Dredge again. I think we need to go faster against Dredge than what this hand does. Yeah, I know you can, but it's like 2 mana replay it, which feels really, I don't know, like you can't do that, can you? It's like, obviously you can. It's just like, said they were 0-0. Did they drop and re-queue? The bot might be wrong. Wait, but what was their record on the previous league? They were 2-2. They finished their league 2-3. Put one of the Blood Fountains back. Yeah. Okay, Jake, enjoy. Because I should have shocked black-red so I could just play the engineer here, but I'm going to have to shock black-red anyway, so. Alright, here comes their first Dredge turn. We are ships in the night in this matchup, but I don't feel like I can't compete. Okay, 2 Narcomoebas and a Creeping Chill, but no Prized Amalgams and no vampires. Yeah, that's Manufactor here. Yeah. Kooky12! Thanks for that tier 1 resub. 2 months. Enjoy your donut that no longer has a bite out of it. Neat. Oh no, my engineer. It's kind of bad. It means they're not doing a lot though this turn. Yeah, interaction. That's not fair. Yeah. I mean, their dredging has been mediocre, so like we definitely are in a position where we could draw out like that. Cast Skullgari Thug for more clock. Got it. Okay. So engineer puts a cookbook in the graveyard. That's what I need. Right. Emry replays the cookbook. No, Emry plays a Blood Fountain this turn, so we can sack everything to Time Sieve to get a new turn. But I I don't have a Blood Fountain in my graveyard, just the one in play. Sergeant Snuggles with a tier 1 sub for 4 months. Welcome back, Frank. Wait, did they dredge back their Dark Blast last turn? No, they didn't. They got the Thug. Okay. So their damage on board plus Creeping Chill doesn't kill me. They don't have Conflag in the graveyard right now. Oh, sorry, Roro. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah. All right. It'll be on screen now. So engineer for cookbook, play the cookbook. Oh, engineer can block him. Huh. That does give me an extra point of life. Do I even play the cookbook, or do I just get a Mishra's Bauble? I guess I could sack everything to take another turn. But, like... doesn't... Sack everything to take another turn. On the new turn, we play, like, Blood Fountain into... Time Sieve, but that doesn't really get me anywhere. I mean, it gets me into, like... Blood Fountain into Manufactor. We also get a card draw. No. I definitely want search for another fountain. Okay. Play the fountain, take the next turn. I like that. Okay. That's the play. I wouldn't have thought so, but I think that's smart. That's a disgusting draw. Maybe went too fast on this choice. So do that. Now we turn the blood token into a manufactor. I think we just have to set up to win next turn. I don't think we can win this turn. Maybe I could have done it. I don't think so. I think we were just a little short. Upkeep Gaze. Okay, this is the kind of thing that could get us killed. How's this deck been doing for me? Okay. Okay, it looks like we got this one. I don't think they're going to do well enough here. Chill is scary, but they're out of mana. So we should just squeeze this one out. We got flattened by burn, but I think we could very easily fix that. It's Jonius. It's Jonius! Of course! Excited to see the sequence. It's not going to be exciting. Like, this is a very ho-hum kind of infinite. Putting Ox on top, that's fine. All right, I already have 5, so let's go sack. Turn Blood Fountain into Blood Fountain. Ah! Whoop! All right, that's not what I meant to do. It's okay. It'll be fine, probably. We are infinite here, so we can just so get the Time Sieve back. Bauble. Or I probably should have played the Blood Fountain, but whatever. So take an extra draw. Ox is on top. Yeah. I've demonstrated a loop. There we go. Should have played Blood Fountain here. Yeah. All right. But I can weld it out. Oh, I have a clue, which I can sack and then discard the new card. And that just makes things a lot easier. There we go. Oh, I can attack. Yeah. I mean, I just like I don't really care about the 18 turn clock Dark ODS. I just want to set up a big construct and then make it like a 3-turn clock, right? Like it's just like we already have the win. They're just making it take longer than it needs to, and like I don't. I'm just trying to do this in the most like I don't know efficient manner. So we turn Blood Fountain into a Mox Amber, which gives me the extra 1 mana. Living on the edge with these buybacks. Okay. I mean, we could just do this. I don't know if I understand what your point was, Ting Feng Wan. So smash. Cookbook. So triple up. Play Blood Fountain. 15, 16, 17. Sorry, 13. So we go. We turn the blood into an Aether Spellbomb, draw a card with it, turn that into 3 artifacts, and then they're dead. All right. There you are. I don't know. Was I doing something wrong, Tang Feng Wan, or was I don't know. That's so weird, Rosen. I I enjoy playing this song and I find it quite easy. It's like a chill time. Yeah, maybe think that I definitely was like messed up on I messed up my sequence a couple different places because I just not familiar with the way you can buy back stuff. It definitely was like more tight than it needed to be. All right, sounds fine. Not great, but fine. Fast enough. Exclamation point SR Rosen. Definitely freak. Definitely. Man, we got a thick song queue today, huh? Who put on fast car? Dark Odious, why you want to make me cry on stream? Why? Why? I also, I don't know if Tracy Chapman is a man or woman, and at this point, I'm too afraid to check. Oh no, she's just got one of those voices that's like very in the middle. Like it's just like one of those ones where I go, huh, okay. It's definitely happened to me with other singers too, where I'm just like the interrupters. If you so my answer is no. Hold on. Yeah, because I have to shock anyway. So I'm just looking for an island there. So we do that. Why did I do that? Oh, we need to play the Asmo. Island. Asmo. So the question is, what's more dangerous, the prized amalgam or their next turn's dredge? I think the next turn dredge. Like we just block. But this, the way I've set up here, like I have to go off next turn. It's not going to be easy. But wiping their graveyard out here is like medium minus. Oh, give me one reason. Is that like the blues one? Give me one reason to stay here. I'll turn right back around. Wait, how many creeping chills? They only hit 2. So they're gonna 7 me. Then I have the Spellbomb. We'll be fine, probably. Maybe not. Let's find out. Blocking their next creeping chill though. Yeah, it's a good freak. I've played it live a bunch of times. It's a great song. I also really love George Thorogood's "Move It On Over" for stuff. I'd watch the stream more if it was a singing stream. Okay, Planar T. Coming last night around 10:30. God damn, it's so good. Uh-oh. Just edge? Yeah, just dead. I have to find a first of all, I have to find a practice, like I have to find a rehearsal factory, and then I need to find one that has internet. But we can make it happen. Mana Symbol karaoke stream? We can always do it. Yeah, I left to cry. I did. Yeah, it's okay, Mr. Fringe. I don't think they were being serious. When anyone wants to see the pipes, I whip them out, but otherwise, usually don't do that here. This hand is really bad unless it's really good. I mean, this hand could be anything, right? Could even be a boat. They took them all to 6. All right, let's go 5. There we go. Can't be a boat? I disagree. So we bottom Saga, Bloodstained. We fetch up blue-red? Yeah. And then this... We're going to play turn 1 Saga. Do we get turn 3 Cookbook? Or... Yeah. Okay. Oh, I hate playing Saga on 1-2 Dark Odious. Like, it feels awful, but it's frequently very correct. Yeah, well, Amulet's the exception. Amulet's not really a Saga deck, right? They're just hopping on the side like a Saga bandwagon. So this can get me, assuming that the engineer survives. It's a heck of an assumption. Not against Dredge. Like, yeah, they have Dark Blast. We've seen them do it to us, and I'm getting Cookbook next turn with the... I think I'm supposed to get the Soul Guide Lantern with this. Because next turn we go float 1, get Cookbook. Well, because I need a way to cast the Asmo Planar T, which I don't have yet. And, like, if I get Blood Fountain here, I have no artifacts to turn into the Blood Fountain yet. So that's no good. I'm getting Soul Guide Lantern. Yeah, I know Saga's going off next turn. Shit. There. It's fine. It's not good, but it's fine. You vote Mox Amber? Maybe. Maybe they won't have another Black Source Copium. Okay. So this can now get me Spellbomb. Yeah. Or another cookbook. I think Spellbomb's better. Not Aether Spellbomb, Nihil Spellbomb. Or yeah, Mox Amber. So I can play cookbook, make the food, play Asmo, but I can't. There's no way to make my mana play Asmo and Emry this turn, right? Because I need the steam vents for both, and Emry doesn't. Yeah, neither of them makes the Amber play the other one. And I think I desperately want this Nihil Spellbomb. Bomb here is too good. Yeah, I think so. Like even without the black mana, we're gonna play Emry this turn because I still have this to. I didn't need to use it now, but whatever. And that hit me a Blood Fountain, so if I get my colors at all, we'll be okay. I can let them dredge the Dark Blast now because it's only dangerous if they have a second one in their hand. So they get the Dark Blast back in their hand now, or they should do. Yeah, they do. So next turn, my Emry's gonna die. Oh, unless I... No, it doesn't have to. Okay. I do have to pick up my pace a little bit here. Didn't play the Dark Blast. That's a good sign. Huge draw. Play the Soul Guide here. Asmo time, baby! It's Asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar, baby! Ba, 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 da, 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 da. I think I'm funny. Okay. So it resolves. I have black anyway. Yeah, it's my my ex-girlfriend, Asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar. I feel like Rick would be a full Asmo namer. I can't do a very good Rick impression. But I do appreciate also the mental thought about Morty attempting to say the entire name. Does Blood Crypt mean I win now? So you play the Time Sieve, make another food. Yes? Yeah. Oops, no, I want this. All right. 3. Woo! Yeah, we're on infinite right now. We just played the Manufactor, it's over. Unearth is a fine draw. Cookbook. Okay. You have died. All right. We beat Dredge twice. Linear deck beats other linear deck. So if you like Dredge, but you don't like losing, try Grixis Asmo turns. It's the Asmoist. Sorry, what is... Without splashing for Ren and 6? I have Jeskai on my YouTube. If you like Dredge, you don't like losing, try Vintage. If you check my YouTube, driven by someone, you can find a Jeskai build that is fine. Gotta see my YouTube? Yeah, you do. There you go. Jeskai creativity. It's an older list, but it checks out. Here you go, friend. It's an older list, but it checks out. I was going to laugh. Martinez DP. So we need some sad Simpsons emotes, some sad reacts and some mad reacts. So I gotta start sourcing ideas for that. All right, so we're gonna be against Urian Ephemerate. They don't have any clock at all. If he's playing main deck, Spreading Seas, it's gonna be really rough. But I think I'm just gonna keep this hand and see what happens. Yeah, definitely, JK. You should suit your sideboard to the meta, and Dovin's Veto is fine. Mystical Dispute, I'm not a huge fan of. You can play it if you want. Homer Fading into the Hedge is definitely got to be one of the animated emotes. Like, that'll be fine. The one with Burns' son in it, I think, has a few sad bases. I mean, I think we need more main characters than Larry. I do like Larry. Oh, that's a good draw. I think I want to bury a Blood Fountain. It's fairly relevant in this deck 406 law. This is one of the most relevant decks for that, since your combo thing is just like set up a situation where you could put 5 artifacts into play. So 1 manufactor, 1 cookbook, and an Emry means with a blood fountain means you have 5. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of ways that work. It's just Blood Fountain helps you get there. Blood Fountain's also a good discard outlet for getting your Asmo into play in the first place, which you need to have enough of, right? Like you need to play Street Wraith if you weren't playing Blood Fountain, and Blood Fountain working with the rest of your combo stuff is great. So it's like it's just kind of good all over. Okay. Second Engineer probably pressures them to remove it again. It's like Engineer's just like a inconvenient card for them to remove, or I just make the Construct, but I think I'd rather play the Engineer. Yeah, I think I'd rather play the Engineer. Yeah, I totally agree with that, JK Torborg. Like, it's Veil and Flusterstorm are like the best interaction for that deck to have. Let's get Manufactor. If they do not remove the Engineer, okay, it's going to be... Oh, no. Don't do it. Okay, good. It's like, he's going to bath the Saga. No! But they didn't. He's got Abundant Growth. Nope. Just F6 equity. Bouncing the Saga would have been a disaster for me, but I have 6 cards in hand, or I had 5, so I assume he didn't realize that removing the Saga actually would have been really, really bad for me. Steel Sabotage. That is a card and a half. It's pretty close, Carrion. We don't have enough artifact generation yet, but we're getting close. It's like per turn cycle, we're only making 2 artifacts, which is not enough. Yeah, J.K. Torborg, I've never bothered with a lot of that crap. I think you see my lists, right? Like none of them do anything like that at all. You have the Construct in the yard. Yeah, but how do I get it? Exile Asmo? Okay, so make a food. Shoot down the EE. Or the EEW. Okay. So it's like, we're close, but they could quite easily... Like, this is about ultimate. Like, we're almost... I need to try to hit this round in 6, and if I can't do it... They probably have a Solitude, but... Oh, so good. I should have done this the other way around. Yeah. Because I knew Engineer was going to shuffle. So anyway. Yeah, okay. Omnath on top, that's fine. The bigger problem is going to be the Furies and the Solitudes. Yes, I know, Drew. I realized that Goblin was going to shuffle, and I was looking to do the Scry trick, and then I was like, oh, okay, so I'll do this first, and then I'll Bauble, and then I'll decide to play the Engineer or not. No, that's not how that goes. So I should have just played the Goblin and passed the turn, but I outsmarted myself as usual. I was like, oh, I gotta make this line all complicated. Decided to just axe the Sharks Typhoons. They've been big players. Huge against control, but... I bring them in against Jund as well, J.K. Torborg. Almost no version of Jund is playing anything that removes Shark Typhoon. It comes into like a bunch of random like mid-rangey matchups, but I don't think I'm actually doing it right. Okay, this is a problem. They don't have Ephemerate, but... So... Okay, just flooding, huh? Alright. Well, maybe we can still win. Yeah, that's fine. If you don't think that you need it, then don't keep it. I guess I should wait until their next turn to do this, but not really gonna matter. Ah, no problem, buddy. So I have a manufacturer in my graveyard I can grab with a cookbook, but it's like not relevant at the moment. Yeah, there's no point in casting Daredevil against this deck. It's not gonna do anything. It's just gonna get exiled and be gone forever. Like, or bounced, or like they just have infinite removal for creatures. I needed to get to this point and then have a way to get the Time Sieve, and I don't. And that's okay. Like, it is what it is. Oh god. We play the Urian to go for no, this is prismatic, I think. Nope. All right. So I think if I draw exactly Time Sieve, we could win right here. Oops. It is driven by someone. I don't know if it's any good, but it's definitely cool. How's Unearth felt? Pretty powerful. Like, Unearth here would be great because we get Manufactor, and then we go, like, make tokens, draw. Skill Borrower could also be good in it. I don't think so. You don't have a lot of ways to manipulate your library. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're not dead. I have a lot of food to eat, so still just top deck Time Sieve and beat them. Fountain is a draw. Sag Face. I was supposed to play the Fountain this turn. I really don't think it's going to matter, but I was supposed to play the Fountain this turn. Maybe it's more of a sideboard card. I don't think it's an anything card. What are you trying to do with that? What most of the most powerful abilities in this deck are like not activated, but even the ones that are, like, you don't have a way to put stuff on top. I used to play Wish's Cottage if you change the mana base, but then it's only for one turn, so I really don't. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't even work with that many cards. Time Sieve? Yeah, but like that's not you haven't fixed any problem the deck has by doing what you're doing. You just added a card to it that you wanted to add to it because you wanted to add it, right? Like you haven't made the deck better or worse. Really, wow, you almost definitely just made the deck worse by adding that card. Okay, the activation on Blood Fountain you don't want to use. The activation on Mox is pretty marginal. The activation on Cookbook, again, like, yeah, I like, yeah, you're just playing a bad nichey card which could occasionally do something kind of neat but not good. Just like, oh look, it actually did something this game, instead of having a land on top most of the time or a card that doesn't have an activated ability. So I don't know about that one. Well, the good news is we have basically no sideboard for this matchup. I got Thoughtseize, though. Crystal Brand. No, don't do that. But why would you play Skill Power plus Boggart Harbinger plus Kiki Chiki? Wait, that doesn't even work, does it? Like, is that... No. Yeah, it's like... But also, like, those cards... Yeah, like, those... Any of the things that are boring abilities from your graveyard, it's like, just play things that get... Like, you'd have to give me a really good reason to do that. Okay, so let's board out and Unearth, because most of their removal is exile based. This is probably a little bit loud. Yeah, it's very, very janky, and it's not a particularly high upside. Like, even when you get what you're trying to get, it's not that good. So it's like, why is that worth it? I think this is just going to be a rough matchup all over. Needed the Lightning Greaves to come up earlier last game, because Lightning Greaves kind of bullies them into using their removal in spots where they don't really want to. Nope, freak. There's no reason. It was in Doom's list. It's a free companion to play. People like to play the free companion because it's free. I hate Jegantha in decks like this. there isn't anything that excludes it, so why wouldn't you play it? I guess is the overall logic, and I hate it, but like I mean I can't argue with that being like feasibly correct, right? It's like yeah, I mean you're probably right. It's free real estate. Like why wouldn't you play it? Why wouldn't you play it? That is exactly what I want to draw. Discarding it to cookbook comes up. Huh? Oh yeah. Well, exactly. It's like Kahira and blue white. It's like you could just pitch it to your Urian, or not your Urian, Solitude. Oh, the same with Urian. Yeah, it's like it's just there's just gonna be times where it's like it's free. Like there's just no. I don't like using the extra sideboard slot on it, but it's almost definitely correct. So it's like you might as well do it. Yeah, Crackdown Construct plus Lightning Greaves is definitely a combo, but it doesn't work very well for this deck because this deck isn't playing Oswald Fiddlebender. Oops, I want to just do that. Okay. Go. Jeskai with Oswald, Goblin, Emry. Just splashing black for Time Sieve. Yeah, Kaya was apparently trying Mardu. I built an Esper list because I just I like Emry an unhealthy amount. But I do want to play more copies of Lightning Greaves, so it's like, I don't know. Maybe not a verb. The problem is that Cookbook is one of the best ways to generate the requisite chaff. So it's not really in your best interest to do that. So this is going to be Manufactor to Graveyard. And then next turn we go ham. Asmo's not necessary. It's just like if you're not generating the tokens with Asmo, it's like you probably want to play Thopter Sword. You could play one Time Sieve in like a Whir deck with Thopter Sword because as soon as you hit 5 mana, you take infinite turns. Assuming you have Thopter Sword going. Oh, this is this. Yeah. Lizzie Hale and Lindsay Sterling. Yeah. All right. This guy. Well, this one has 2 Feed the Swarm in the sideboard driven by someone. There's not a huge amount of Rest in Peace and Stony Silence running around right now, but if that changes, you could play more. Okay, it's not a super strong turn from Martinez. Is he going to Solitude the Engineer or cast Fury here? I'm like pretty sure of it. Hopefully he doesn't have Solitude plus Ephemerate or Fury plus Ephemerate, but probably will. Cut the Abrades for 3rd feed and a Shadowspear. Well, Shadowspear is going to go in the main deck, but if you don't have the Abrade, you don't have any answers for artifacts in this sideboard, which is probably a really bad idea in IMO. I probably should have done this the other way around. Now they could Solitude, but whatever. Assemble the game objects combo opponent, please. Signal your intentions to lose to my value. That's why I want to play Jeskai so I can have Wear Tear. That's smart. That is a smart reason to do that, Freak. You could just go Jiggy Wiggy and play like 4 Spire, 4 Glimmer Void, Rainbow. He's done that a lot. Oh no. If he's got I fucked up. If he's got Solitude, he can cast it in response to me activating, so I can't make any objects right now. I have to draw the next card. Alright. That's on me. I missed a ton of value by, yeah, being cocky, essentially. Okay, it looks like he didn't have it, or he's hoping that I attack, which I definitely will not do here. Do you have an opinion on Voltaire and Epicure for a deck like Asmo? It's fine. It's probably not as good as Blood Fountain in most cases, but you could play it if you're not playing black. Okay, we'll just hold. We're in a good spot. Attack, we can kill the Solitude. I guess? Sure. So where are they targeting? Asmo? Okay. I just want to crack another clue here. Hyperdrumnath enters the battlefield. Okay. Oh no. Another Solitude or a Fury? Nope. Okay, can't be Fury. Could be another Solitude. Okay. Nah, it could be Fury. Time Warp? God, I hope not. Okay. Maybe Teferi? Logan the Bard, thank you for the follow, friend. Please run out of stuff to do, opponent's deck who has infinite stuff to do. They ran out of stuff to do? But I just said they were the infinite stuff to do deck. That doesn't add up at all. Alright, Unearth currently has no targets, which is fun. That's a draw. But I milled over a Manufactor. So next turn we go double Manufactures across the sky. For now, I want to like Pithing Needle. Oh, I could get Asmo back with Unearth and then blow away their Omnath. Is that better? We also have a Blood Fountain, which can pick up a bunch of stuff next turn. Yeah, get Asmo, murder all the stuff seems like the play. Plus I got a cookbook. Oops. Yeah. I'm not gonna bother killing the Ice Fang, but I do think I'll Needle Teferi. Just because it's a gross little value engine for them. So, Freak, you were bringing up like blue-black Hullbreaker combo stuff the other day, and I was like, oh man, you know, it'd be so great in that deck with Persist and all this stuff that you're doing, Thought Monitors, is like, then you can play Emry and Urza, and then those are really good Persist targets. So you can hit them with your Persist and persist them back into play, where they'll now be in play and be really, really good, you know, even with a -1/-1 counter on them, because you persisted them into play. Yes, I know. It was one of those things like, I don't play persist decks. I don't build persist decks. It's like someone the other day messaged me an Indomitable Creativity deck, and they're like, I don't know why you never thought of this, but here's a version with 4 chalices in the main deck, because, like, you know, other than hard evidence, it's really easy to like just not have anything that gets killed by the chalice. So like, why, I can't believe you just didn't do this yet, but here's the list for you. And I was like, well, I don't know how to tell you this, friend. But it's how could I know, I blame myself. I once put Soul Guide Lanterns into the sideboard of a Madcap Experiment deck, and then I boarded those in. Cast a Madcap Experiment, put Platinum Period into play, and no problem. Dodged the Soul Guides. Did we win? We did win. We successfully ground out Martinez DP. Alright, so this hand sucks. But it has Lightning Greaves. Well, that not in that metagame driven by someone. People weren't really playing Solitude yet. And also, you don't play a Platinum Empyrean sideboard plan when you're against a Solitude deck. Sand sucks, but it's like not vulnerable. Did he take a mulligan at least? He did not. Alright, we gotta do better than this. Adding Chalice creates, yeah. It's just like when you haven't played these decks, it happens to me all the time. Like, you're just like, oh, why has no one ever thought of this? And it's like, oh. Still playing against Martinez. Monka. Yeah, definitely, Freak. Can't believe no one had pointed this out to us before. No second land. So I'm playing against Mord, huh? I knew that. I knew I was playing against Mord. This is not... You can't play Ren and 6 with this setup. What are they... Whatever. You know what? Not my problem. Not my problem. Manufactor Asmo Bauble. Okay, so we'll cycle the clue. The blood, sorry. So we'll cycle our extra Emry probably. Or just ditch the Time Sieve. We'll pick it up later with Emry. So did he find the land? Or is he infinite punish? Oh, I wonder if he has Spreading Seas in hand here. That would suck. Well, we're definitely going to play that deck soon, Alex. Probably tomorrow? Seems like a good Friday deck. Shit. God, I was really hoping this wouldn't happen. I want to keep extra Emrys rather than... Okay, good draw. If Martinez misses the land still, maybe we're okay. If not, we'll see. think I'd rather unearth Asmo here than the Manufactor, since I don't yet have anything to do with it. Yeah, we're going to draw a lot of cards. Next draw is Teferi. Okay, so he's going to bounce something. Probably the Emry, but can't stop it. Let's get Asmo. Asmo gets a book. Bauble. They draw Teferi. Next draw is Foothills. Okay. Emry's not going to cast the Construct. She's going to get bounced. It has been prophesied. Oh. It's a bit better. Oh, Emry casts Construct. It doesn't cast Asmo. That's a good way to... Manufactor plus Emry? Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, that's the plan. We got something going on. I don't know if it was right to pitch the... Oh, no, it will be, because they'll kill Emry again, or bounce it. But yeah, at the moment, our plan is to overwhelm them on the board. Ovalchase hits the yard here, too. That's huge. God. Emry's really good in these decks. She's basically, like, never... And the thing is, these decks are really good at putting other things into play that demand attention. These decks are needy. You know what, though, Carrion? I don't mind that Ovalchase only just showed up now versus having too many in the early game, because this deck is only playing 4. So we probably see Big Daddy Omnath into Teferi here. Time Sieve is infinite in 2 turns. Time Sieve is almost infinite right now. No, Time Sieve is infinite next turn. Not immediately next turn, but like next turn gets us to the turn where it will be infinite. So if he fails to remove most of my board now, I think we just win. Yeah. Well, they can kill the Asmo. She is not relevant to the infinite. Fuck. Okay. That's a really good draw. Well, they have a Teferi Time Raveler in their hand, right? I don't think they fetched it away. So at minimum, they're going to be able to play that. But it could be a hell of a lot worse. Them not having a fetch would be nice. Yeah, I don't do that, freak. I mean, I can pull it up. I mean, I have it. But it's too joyful to play when your opponent's got it. Well. Time Warp sound should just be Homer whooping. I mean, I have that too. No. Witness Time Warp. Time Warp. Fuck. Oh my god. No. Yeah. All right. Might just be dead here. I wasn't expecting it to be on Time Warp. I don't think Mord's been playing this, so I just didn't. I just wasn't ready for it at all. Did they have it in the other game? They didn't. Teferi, Bouncy Wit. So they still need another fetch. They're not on the Ephemerate yet, but... God damn it, Martinez. Come on, man. Yeah, he doesn't have enough mana right now unless... Okay. Killing the Saga doesn't stop me from going off, though. But bouncing Emry will, so we'll see what happens there. Dreamstalker donating $25. I know you had that deck list you were interested in seeing played. There we go, words. So let me resend that. Well, I think I still have it on the Twitch DMs. Nope. Did you sent it to me somewhere, right? Yeah. Do you believe they're setting up for Urian, good sir? I mean, that's fine. As long as they don't have enough mana, we're okay. Like, he has 4 cards in hand. If he has a fetch, we're in huge trouble, but that's not enough. No, it's just going to come down to, like, does he have enough mana? He needs more than what he's got. This is going to be the Teferi, but they can't Teferi the Witness and pay the Witness and play the Time Warp right now. And if they don't, I think I win. So it's just going to be tight. Good bounce. Okay. Okay. So we can get the Witness. Well, we can attack Teferi with Asmo. We got to set up the food first so that if they have Ephemerate on the Witness, we get to blow it up. What does Emry play here that matters? Nothing at the moment. Emry could play the Time Sieve, and then we go Cookbook the Emry, and then in theory you could just sack everything to take another turn. But that's not actually appealing unless I had mana, which I don't. Playing the second Asmo might be something that's like a big deal. So we have Emry play the... Wait, I can sack everything but the Time Sieve? Yeah, I think that's the plan, Freak, is like we let him have the turn here and set up in such a way that we'll win next turn, which is again like a little bit frustrating and a little bit scary, but overall is kind of nice. So let's attack first because I want to be able to respond to the Ephemerate if they do it after blocking. Okay. So now, thing is, if I go to make the food and the Ephemerate in response, it's dangerous. But I honestly don't feel like I have a better way to do this. Okay, he didn't do it. Either he doesn't have it or he didn't see the line, but whatever. Play second Asmo. Keep that one. Play second Cookbook. And we are make pass turn. Yeah, freak. It's gonna be tight. This whole game is gonna be, oh my god. Well, this whole game's been tight. It's gonna keep being tight. If they go fetch, do I kill the Omnath in response? I think the answer is yes. Yeah, I think the answer is yes, because they'll only have 5 mana. If they have a second time warp, I guess we get got, but or an ephemerate. No, because that means they won't get the mana off the Omnath, because it'll be a new Omnath when the land comes in. Yeah, so if they fetch here, we blow up Omnath. Jeez. That's pretty good, huh? They only have enough mana for Ephemerate or Time Warp here, but they can't do both. They have to get Asmo off the battlefield if they want to interact with their Witness. So if they go to bounce Asmo, we shoot the Witness in response, and then they have to choose if they're going to Ephemerate or not. Yeah, that's why they go for Emry, which is fine. Not the best, but it's fine. Night of Autumn coming in. Uh-oh. It's actually not too dangerous, but it is kind of, well, we'll see. Okay. But they're not drawing the Night of Autumn. Ice Fang, huh? Gotta be right. Aether Gust. That's fine. So top that, because now we go play Emry. Mill it. Play Cookbook. Play next Asmo. Oh, I suppose I could have ended up milling all my cookbooks with the Emry. So Emry was not a scumbag this time, which was nice. Play Cookbook. I have board wiped you. Let's just set up now while he's tapped out. Why not the Rector? I don't understand. Oh, Manufactor? The things I've played are much more powerful and necessary. Yeah, I don't really understand your what you're asking me to do. Okay. You still play them though. Oh, because I'd get the yeah, because I'm bad. That's why. Because I'm not used to the play patterns of this deck at all. Jeez. Okay, this turn we'll do the thing. He's got 7, so he's 1 short of Urian into Solituding me. I'm not playing around Bolt ever here. Oh, I can respond to Bolt by living. Okay. Anyway, if I had to. Shit. How the hell? They haven't rebought any of the Solitudes. They just drew 1 for 1 for every Emry I've had. That's so brutal. We never found the Lightning Greaves. Would have been a big deal somewhere along the way. And then, well, the very next turn is going to be not nice. That's it for... Okay. Not a good enough draw. But the worst. I guess I could pick up an Asmo and play it? Yeah, I can do that. Oop, oop, oop. Where are you? There we go. And a Manufactor. Okay, we're almost there. Okay. Target's Prismatic Ending. Yep. Wait, we have more Asmos, though. So what are you targeting? Okay. Sure. Okay, we might just get wrecked on time, on clock here. Because they're at 40. Oof. Yeah, we're just never going to be able to win on clock is the real concern. But, you know, I'll take this as a W on paper. Yeah, we've won the culture war, exactly. Civilization, this would be a win. They have an active Teferi bounce, but I don't think it's a big deal. Oh. Okay. So this is like a W on paper, right? Like... But there's just no possible way I can get through all the triggers. Oh, no. There's no way I can kill them fast enough. That's not a question, 406 law. I don't know if you noticed, they're at 39 health, and I have 4 power. I don't even think I can attack them next turn. Ball's in Martinez's court. You can cast Daredevil. I cannot cast Daredevil. I can't. There's nothing I can do. There's no... You don't need to trigger every turn. It doesn't matter. There's no amount of things that I would have to do in order to try to win that game that would ever result in me winning that game, other than I asked him to scoop, he said, and then he scooped. He did not have to scoop there. He did not have to scoop, but he did. Good man. I needed 10 plus turns. I mean, we drew the Saga. But I think, you know what? To be honest, I shouldn't have asked him to scoop. That was not kosher. Because, you know, I'm on stream. He probably knows I'm streaming, and he knows he's a known name. So if you do end up watching this clip, Martinez, sorry about that. I shouldn't have done that. I'm just trying to show this deck off, and beating your deck was, I think, an important accomplishment to show that was possible. We did it without Lightning Greaves. We played through a crazy amount of, I don't know, hate and etc. or interaction, let's say. So kudos to Martinez for just being the bigger player, or the big player that he always is. Hand is great. Let's go. Martinez is always a class act, and he let it go down to like 4 seconds before he scooped, which I really appreciate. I don't think he's ever streamed, but he does hang out in a lot of other streams. So if this was a challenge, I would never ask my opponent to scoop there. Well, I might, but I wouldn't expect them to. They have no pressure to do so, unless they're like, oh, but I was on your stream and I didn't want to look bad in front of the world. I'm more likely to draw blue cards I need to cast than red cards I need to cast. Is that correct? That is correct. Stuff. Opponent, I have entered game objects onto the battlefield. Please respond. Crashing Footfalls. This hasn't been said in a while, and it's important enough that it bears repeating. I'm ready. Crashing Footfalls, okay. Rat Jam. Oh boy. That's not what you want to see here. So I could try to YOLO the land drop. Or I could just play Emry. I guess I'm going to have to YOLO the land drop eventually anyway, right? They likely have removal for Emry. Although I don't want to burn an Asmo because it's pretty good in the matchup. Did not... Oh, we did mill an Ovalchase. Okay, that's hot. And we didn't hit any lands, so that's also nice. Bauble, Spellbomb, Cookbook, Ovalchase, Manufactor. So Emry actually being a good guy here. No scumbag Steve Emry. Burn Emry, we just unearth it? I mean... Yeah, me too, Badagaboosh. It's great. The Twitch ones are too. You can unearth Asmo? Oh, I can, but over 2 turns. Oh no, if I had pitched the Asmo, I could have unearthed the Asmo. Oh, yeah. There is not affinity-friendly artifacts. That card is not worth playing. But if you want to, you can, and like, it's funny. I had a buddy who played Lantern Control a long time ago, and he would bring in mechanized production out of the sideboard and make like 8 lanterns, which, you know, obviously stops them from like you can control the top of their library in like a pretty insane way, but also words. But also you eventually win with the thing. Asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar, baby. Oh man, those rhinos are really coming in hard, but I got my girl, Asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar. Show me the shardless. Show me that 6 sweet shardless opponent. Do it. I always say dais instead of dice. What's the enchantment that lets you ping? Girapur Aether Grid. I love that card. It's never good, but I love that card. It's like okay in affinity. Asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar? Okay. I took my pronunciation, Badagaboosh, from Matt Tabak? No. But I took it from the WotC like lore person. He did a video about it like either like 2 years before the card came out. Ethan Fleischer, yeah, that sounds right. I'm saying it like days. Yeah. Okay, that's a really good draw. So Cookbook. Yeah, I know what a dais is. Amadeus, do 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 do. Amadeus, do 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 do. Oh, Amadeus. Do 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 do. What's wrong with me? I think you're crazy. Want a second opinion? You're all so lazy. Going to the Woodstock 4K. I did not get a ride, so no. Yeah, we're going to vomit our hand here, I think. Play Asmo number 2. Keep that one. Get the next cookbook. Play the cookbook. Make more treasures here on battlefield. Oh, they're not even... They don't even have the rhinos coming in yet. Of course you can. Well, I couldn't before. Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Oh, yeah. Little West Montgomery coming at you. Oh, no. Oh, we got the interrupters. Someone brought this up because they also have an androgynous sounding singer. Nope. Would I like a ride? Where are you going from, YTNYT? I also don't know if there's any room left in the tournament, but this musical has everything. Bart, stop asking stupid questions. There'll be any frontal nudity? No, Homer. East of Scarborough? Well, I'm in Oakville, so I could come meet any car that's going to be on the 401, like on the exit that's like right next to the 401 very easily. Scarborough's where I think it is. Yeah. Did I mean 401? Or did I mean 407? 404? No, I meant 401. Oh no, 403? What is this one? Can I get a ride? I'm in Southern New York. Yeah, no problem. Alright, so we're here. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Check first if you can still get a ticket. I will. Who are you, YTNYT? Just so I... Do I know you, or do you just know me from the internets and you're just like, yo, this guy. Big streamer energy. Gotta have him at the event. Which, like, I don't mind either way. I just... Gone during my upkeep. It's a strange choice. Oh, I guess because I would have gotten the double. But they didn't know that, did they? I don't know if they knew that, but whatever. Yeah, I was thinking of going to some of the Toronto store championships, but it's like either I'm just playing um more creativity at those, or like I really have to scramble to get a bunch of cards. I'm like not super into wanting to like get a bunch of cards right now. So I don't know. Oh, no problem, YT. I just didn't know who you were. So I already got a Time Sieve in our graveyard. So let's just get another Manufactor. Lightning Greaves? No, another Manufactor. So this means they'll kill the Goblin Engineer, which maybe lets the second Manufactor come in next turn. Ooh. It's really good. Thanks, the Brain Dude 101. Feeling very proud of it. Looks like they've chosen to die. You also play on Moto? Cool. Oh. Dear opponent, you have died. There we go. They figured it out! Yay! Oh, there's nothing like a chiptune drum solo. There's nothing like a chiptune drum solo. That was... Hold on. Yes! That's really, really cool. Alright, this is going on my list of downloads. Sport drum pads? They probably programmed that, right? But like, drum pads are designed to take this kind of abuse. You understand that, right? Oh no, I'm watching it. Row. It's really cool. So C5 and C4 must be the bass drum and the tambourine. C4. Oh, that might be. It might be the hi hat actually. No, it's and then this is the hi hat on this C4. Yeah, I can figure out what most of that is, but yeah, I have the application that I use for music is Sibelius, which I have right here. But it does it with sheet notation. Bad knees and elbows don't make for good drummers. That's true, but technique can cover a lot of that. I don't know if you've ever seen like a 90 or like 100-year-old person who can still drum, but like it doesn't take a lot of physical strength or like flexibility to still be able to make a good sound. It's really not as physically demanding as a lot of people think it is. What would you build a Jeskai version of this list with Oswald included? We'll take a look at that. I was looking at Esper. A lot of people have suggested Jeskai. It's probably better to get off the blue. Unless you're a metal drummer. Metal drumming doesn't take that much physical skill. Or, not skill. Obviously the wrong word. Like, it's not like a heavy pounding. You're basically like... If you understand, like, the mechanics of dribbling and how to do it with like as little energy as possible, that's basically drumming. That's what good drumming technique is like. It's like dribbling or bouncing a ball. When you play blast beats, you have to mean it. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you like have to slam your like wrists. You can play hard without like brutalizing your body. Yeah, I need to do that. What are the drummer from Meshuggah? The bleed is hard to play, but it's hard because the coordination is hard. It's not hard because it's physically hyper demanding. There are some drummers who play in a way that is very overly physical. Isn't this list all about Time Sieve? You can cheat the Time Sieve into play. You don't have to cast it all the time. Bleed is like the thing about bleed is that it's there's a cross rhythm that happens. Hold on, I'll pause the music so you don't have to deal with so it's in 4, and the cross rhythm you're playing is going on your feet, while your hands are basically playing like a normal like 2/4 thing. It's not that insane. It's just it is hard to play. But it's not like, oh my god, I can't believe that. Like people have come up with much more difficult things to play than that. Goblin Engel? Ja, wir haben the Goblin Engel. Es ist schön, ja. Ich liebe die Goblin Engel. What's Goblin Welder in German, I wonder? Triplets and quarter notes, like you want the 4/3? That's called a polyrhythm, because you have 2 rhythms that are going at the same time. Yeah, I mean, there's people like George Callias. There's tons of musicians who play, or drummers and musicians in general who play stuff that's like, very. Hold on a second. So Blood Token puts Manufactor in the graveyard. Unearth brings it back. We go loop. Cast the second cookbook. Loop. Okay. Pretty good. Okay. Do 7 on 4? I can't do that off the top of my head. I can learn it, but I've just never had to. It's just like, when you're a musician, it's like you learn the skills you need to do what you need to do usually, and you will work on like some extraneous things, but like 4 against 3, I've never had to play it. 3 against 2 actually you have to play it fairly frequently in a lot of different styles of music. 3 against 2 is super useful, but 4 against 3 not so much. Yeah, Fury in German is Wut. Wut. That's not good enough, opponent. How's the afterglow feel, Kaya? 6-8 is sweet time for dancing? Yeah, of course. What you want is 6-8 against 4. Afro-Cuban 6-8. It's a great rhythm. Okay, so do I want to make a big construct here, or do we just play Manufactor and go nuts like that? Playing Manufactor is probably the way here. I mean, I don't actually think they're that dead right now, Ransom Mine, but I mean, feel free to tell me how they are if they are. Like, I get another cookbook here, but it's like we're not actually accomplishing anything yet. I guess I wiped their board though, and then I have the backup Asmo. Ooh. See? There's a reason I was like not overly confident. So this is fine. Get that. But now they're on 0 cards in hand. So what we do here is we just play the engineer, put the Time Sieve in our graveyard, and if they don't deal with my board right now, they lose. And by board, I mean just the Goblin Engineer. So they have 1 draw to survive. I will have to block some of their creatures here, which just means if they have like a dead gone, they could kill Asmora. Yeah. Like a block. Oh, I guess I don't have to block, huh? Oh, but if they have Violent Outburst, what happens if they have Violent Outburst? So I kill 2 rhinos, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Okay. So we're fine. Huh, neat. Yeah.
Compadres, it is imperative that we crush the freedom fighters before
Hugo
the start of the
Martino.
rainy season.
Thanks for the fall.
And remember, a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
Time Sieve. Gonna give me a Time Sieve so I can take the turns. Gonna build me a Time Sieve. Give me some turns. Get me some turns with my Time Sieve so I can win the game. Yeah, 4-1 and our only loss was to Burn. And we took a game against Burn, right? Or did they have 2 crazy draws? No, we took a game against Burn just by beating them to death. So I think if we fix the problem of not having Shadowspear, which is probably better than Lightning Greaves. I like Lightning Greaves for these decks, but you definitely need the Shadowspear. Oh, I already put it in. Huh, that's funny. Maybe another Time Save is just better than the Greaves or another Engineer. Yeah, this was really good. Well, we did run into Dredge twice, Freak, and that felt like a really unbalanced matchup. In that, like, if you draw your Grave Hate, of which we have exactly 2 pieces, it's quite easy, and if you don't, it's quite hard. Although Shadowspear changes that. Shadowspear makes it way easier to win without drawing Grave Hate. I think for the main deck of this deck, so we put in Aether Spellbomb, Pithing Needle. I like the Pithing Needle, but I think the Spellbomb is less necessary because we're an Asmo deck. It's been a while since I played an Asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar deck. I think Soul Guide Lantern is probably better as a main deck. So just like a little bit of insulation against like engineered explosives and things like that in game 1, and a little bit of graveyard hate. But we beat Martinez DP. Now, he did scoop to us, but we had the W on paper. Like, we went to infinite turns and we managed to play through a lot of very intense stuff there. So this deck was very impressive in this version, I think. I don't know what happened with Doom that he was not doing as well, or he wanted to add Monkey, which makes no sense to me in this list. But I'll definitely try out some variations. All 4 solitudes, multiple time works. I think there's definitely multiple solitudes, like 3 solitudes. But I'm not sure about the. I think they only had the 1 time warp. I don't think they ever actually got to replay it. Oh, maybe they did. Yeah, they did twice. They played 2 time warps. They played the time warp and then they witnessed the time warp and played the time warp, I think. So anyway, what did I replace Monkey with? More of the combo pieces. I think I got the 4th Engineer back. I think I got the 4th Blood Fountain back. So lots of stuff. And I think the sideboard needs to be heavily reworked. Like, I don't know what he wanted Pyrite Spellbomb for. We got the Pithing Needle main. We don't need the Pithing Needle in the sideboard. We got Nihil Spellbomb. We didn't run into any Saga decks, so I didn't feel like we needed Alpine Moon there. I'm glad I had the Braids as a split card that's like removal and a Shatter. It could beat Pirates for Sanctifier. Sure, that makes sense. Although there's not a lot of Sanctifiers running around, but I guess that makes sense. Anyway, if you're in the future watching this, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let me know any suggestions you have for the main deck sideboard, or all the ways you're impressed with the insane lines that this deck was able to put together. And we'll see you in the next video.